My fiance said her ex was just helping her move furniture. I showed up early with pizza and found him measuring our bedroom for a king-sized bed. I'd been working doubles all week at the hospital. Sarah kept texting about needing help rearranging things before we moved in together next month. Her ex, Derek, had a truck, so she asked him. She said he was the only person she knew who could help move the heavy dresser downstairs. I trusted her completely. We'd been together 3 years, engaged for 6 months. Why wouldn't I trust her? Friday afternoon, my supervisor let me leave early. We'd finished our last surgery ahead of schedule, and I was exhausted but happy. I decided to surprise Sarah with her favorite pizza from that place across town, the one with the garlic knots she always orders extra of. I even grabbed a bottle of wine from the corner store. I used my key to get into her apartment. The living room looked normal, furniture in the same spots, nothing moved. I heard voices upstairs and figured they were just getting started. I was about to call out when I heard Derek's voice clearly. 80 inches should fit perfectly. King-sized mattress arrives Tuesday. I stopped at the bottom of the stairs. King-sized? Sarah had a queen. We'd talked about keeping it when I moved in because my bed was older. I walked up slowly, pizza box getting warm in my hands. Derek was holding a tape measure across our bedroom doorway. Sarah stood next to him with a notebook, writing something down. They both had their backs to me. The current queen bed was pushed against the wall at an angle, like they'd been testing different layouts. I cleared my throat. They both spun around. Sarah's face drained of all color. The notebook slipped from her hands and hit the floor. He glanced between us, still holding the tape measure. Wait, what's going on? Surprise you while you were moving furniture. Sarah started talking fast, too fast. Something about wanting to redecorate as a surprise for when I moved in. About how she wanted everything perfect. How Derek was just helping her figure out if a bigger bed would fit because she knew I was tall and needed more space. But Derek was shaking his head. He looked at Sarah with this expression I couldn't quite read. Confusion mixed with something else. Realization, maybe. You told me you two broke up last month. The room went completely silent. I could hear a car alarm going off somewhere outside. Sarah's mouth opened and closed, but no sound came out. Derek continued, his voice getting harder. Start fresh. I looked at Sarah, really looked at her. She was wearing the necklace I'd given her for our anniversary. The apartment had my jacket hanging by the door, my toothbrush in the bathroom, my coffee mug probably still in the sink from this morning. Last month, I said slowly. Last month, we picked out wedding invitations. We ordered 200 of them. Derek's jaw dropped. He looked at Sarah like he'd never seen her before. You're still engaged? You're literally getting married? Sarah reached for my arm. I stepped back. She started crying, words tumbling out about how it wasn't what it looked like, how Derek misunderstood, how I was misunderstanding, how everyone was misunderstanding. Derek was already moving toward the door. No way. I'm not doing this. This is insane. He dropped the tape measure on the floor. It clattered and rolled under the bed. I'm out. This is messed up, Sarah. This is really messed up. He pushed past me on the stairs. I heard the front door open and slam shut. His truck started outside and pulled away fast. Sarah was still talking, crying harder now, reaching for me, saying Derek was lying, that he was trying to cause problems because he'd never gotten over their breakup, that I had to believe her, that she loved me, only me. I wasn't listening anymore. I was looking at her phone on the dresser. The screen was still lit up. She'd been texting when I arrived. I could see Derek's name at the top. I walked over and picked it up. She lunged for it, but I'd already seen enough. Months of messages, planning, talking about after he leaves for his rotation, about how they'd have the whole place to themselves, about the king bed being delivered while I was gone for 3 months. I set down the pizza on the dresser and pulled my apartment key off my keyring. I placed it on the counter next to the tape measure Derek had dropped.